The woodland we're in today, on the way on the area that we're in, is called Friston Forest. Now, Friston Forest is renowned for a lot of tourists. It's renowned for a lot of students coming around walking the places. Friston Forest is also renowned for people wild camping. But Friston Forest has never been this good. Because this spot I'm about to show you, it's going to blow your mind. This area is in the vicinity of like one of my local hideouts, but I've never been to this area. I've never been to this part of the woodlands. So it's the first time and it looks absolutely amazing. There's loads of wicked spots here. I think this is going to be my new stomping ground when I want a local camp. There's an abundance of trees. There's an abundance of firewood. There's an abundance of just everything. Everything that a wild camper could need is here. Right here, on full view, with easy access. For you that are new here, any of you that have just stumbled across my channel and thought, this guy's not got a lot of subscribers, this guy's not got a lot of views. But that's because you guys ain't watching it for me. So I need you to do me a favour. I need you to subscribe, I need you to watch it, and I need you to get me to a couple more hundred followers, because the thing is I love doing this. I do it a lot. As you can see guys, in this one I've been building a shelter. So this is my shelter for tonight. I'm not going to sleep in it, it's just going to be a seating area, but I've made it. It took me time to work on it, you know. It's not fully perfect, but it's something, you know, that I'm going to be able to sit in. If it does a bit of raining, I'll be able to just get inside that and sit in there. If it's mild rain, so I don't have to get in my tent, I can still sit outside, you know what I mean, and relax. So yeah, hope you like it. Like I said, it's not amazing, it's just a shelter, but it'll suit me down to the ground for tonight. Lovely, it's what it's all about. So I'm just going to start clearing the floor on the ground around near where the shelter is. This is where I'm going to be having my, you know, a little campfire for tonight. Notice in the last video I did a decorated up campfire. Tonight I haven't got time, so I'm just going to do a standard one. Not too big, just enough to keep you warm, and that's it really, guys. Found this bit of bark which I'm using to clear the ground. It's quite handy. It's a thick piece of bark. I'll use it to clear the ground, and I could probably use it to put it in as like a windbreaker behind the fire if it gets a bit windy. It has many uses. I mean, if you find bits of bark like this, it's always good to put like a little frame up behind the fire, lean some of these up against it, a little bit of a windbreaker, multi-use. It's dead, it's on the floor, so you might as well use it. So I'm going to start cutting some firewood up now. I'll use this block so I can cut on it. Just going to cut down some small pieces, you know, just for like the second fix is what you call it, basically. So these are for when you've got the fire going. You'll chuck some of these on and that'll start boosting up the fire. Only need to make small pieces. So as I showed you earlier in the video, I made myself a little shelter. This is just going to be a seating area for tonight. What I've done is, if you see behind, I'll show you. I've just put all my kit in here. So basically I put my bag, my tent, my cup, my tools, my jacket's just hung up on the side, and I've got a little seat. This is just somewhere to store everything in until I set up my tent later on. It's also just something to sit in for when it gets rainy. You know, if it rains later on, I can still sit outside with a shelter and not be worried about any spitting down rain, because sometimes when it rains a bit you end up having to go inside your tent's enclosed, and you know, you don't get to see anything. So at least when you've got something like this, it's got a little bit of shelter, so if it isn't too bad, it's not too bad of a rain, you know, you can just sit in it. I've also got myself one of these, so this is to top off the night. Just a little bit of a tipple for tonight. I rarely drink myself, so for me to have a beer, it's quite a rare occasion. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to treat myself today. A bit of a beer Moretti for the night, one of them. I'm just going to relax. It's quite a nice night. It's a bit sunny. It's quite warm, so it's not too bad. And yeah, I'm just relaxing. My last video I built another shelter. That was quite a good video. I did some food, I did a decorated fire pit as well, so that was quite a nice sort of like video. This one's a little bit different. It's a little bit shorter, this one, but you know, it's still got a night to come. I haven't brought any big special meal for myself tonight. I've just brought myself some chili and rice, so I'm gonna have some chili rice just as a quick meal, and I'm going to eat that for tonight. A bit of a warm one, bit of a quick one, and then I can just relax. Got the fire built, so I'll show you that in a second. I've collected my wood. So yeah, I'm just ready for the tonight. I think I've got someone coming to meet me that's another creator, so we're going to end up having a bit of a collab sort of like video. So he'll be in my video or I'll be in his, either way we'll be there. But yeah, I'm not sure if he is going to come, so don't quote me if later on in the video you see nobody else, because I'm not sure. I arranged it, but I don't know if they're going to turn up. So yeah, we'll see. The fire's all set up. I've collected some firewood. I've set up the mini fit of the fire to start off with, so I'll get that started when it starts to dull down. The dog's doing his thing over there. Don't know what he's doing, but he's just there. Oh, there he goes. He's just about to relax, sitting down. That's him in the woodland. It's my little man. I love taking him out because he loves it. He loves coming out. He loves being out in the woodlands, and it's a great companion for when I'm doing my videos as well. Lovely bit of woodlands that we're in, as you can see, and it's quite a nice night as well. Here's the shelter, the little mini shelter that I've built with all my stuff in. I've got my jacket hung up the side. I've got a little seat inside, my bag and everything, tools and tents all in there. I've got a little table in front, and I've just done this at the front. So this is all bark, but what I've done is, because if it rains, instead of it coming through there where I'm sitting, where my head is, it'll run down the bark and drop down on the front, so it'll miss me. Because it's not fully waterproof, that shelter, but it's good enough, do you know what I mean? It'll withstand a bit of rain. So yeah, it's quite nice. It's going to be quite nice to relax in there. I'm going to enjoy myself tonight. A bit of bushcrafting, a bit of a fire, chill out on the camp, and have a lovely night. I always miss it if I don't come out. I haven't been out properly for about a week or so, but I miss it when I don't come out, because this is what helps me mentally. And lately I've had a few things to deal with, so being able to do this again tonight is great. I still haven't forgot about including the little puppy video in this video as well, because we actually, before I went out to camp, I went and picked up a little puppy, so I'll be adding that into the video so you can see as well. It's so cute. I cannot wait to get that out on camps as well. Poor little thing, honestly, it's so small, but when it grows up a little bit, I can bring it out on camps and it's going to absolutely love it, because it's a bit of a lively puppy. So it's a good job I made this today, because it's going to rain tonight, possibly. So it's a nice little bit of a shelter just to sit in. It's not perfect. I don't claim to be a pro, but what it will do is keep me out of the rain a little bit if I want to still stay outside my tent. So yeah, that's all set up, ready. Fire's just about to get going, and yeah, I'll probably have some dinner in a bit. So I'll bring you back when I'm eating dinner and when we're having the rest of the night. See you in a bit, guys. So guys, the night's moving on. We've got the fire going. We've had our food. We're just chilling now by the shelter and the tents. Dog's over there. You can't really see it 'cause the smoke, but yeah, we're in full swing for the evening at the minute. It's actually been quite a nice night tonight. I mean, I've obviously met up with another creator. We've done a wild camp together. We're just chilling, having a chat, and it's quite a nice night. It's warm. It's not rained yet, so that's lucky. I'm still sat in my shelter. It's been quite a nice, you know, it's just like a little hut, innit? It's just to chill out and stuff like that. I mean, like I said many times in my videos before, coming out and doing this, it just gives you that sense of freedom. It gives you that sense of just like tranquility, and it just makes you feel a lot more better. So all your life stresses and anything you have stressed in your normal life, when you come out here, it all disappears and you just enjoy it more, you know? So yeah, it's been another successful camp so far. I've managed to get, obviously, my food down here, which was a tinned sort of like chili con carne and rice. I wanted to have an easy one this time. I mean, I'm renowned for cooking banquets and fucking buffets and stuff like that, but tonight I thought I'd cook myself just something quick, something easy, so I can relax more, you know? But it's been a good night so far, so yeah, we're going to go do something else in the night, but we'll see how it goes. And then whatever happens tonight, I might come back and bring you back again tonight for a little bit. But if not, I'll be back in the morning and we'll go back to breakfast time and clearing up. Leave no trace day. That's what it is. When you wake up, it's leave no trace day. Oh, shit. Shit, damn. It's proper chucking it down, guys. It's a rainstorm. Luckily, I've got my shelter. I've still got my little shelter. I'm under that now. It's stopping most of the rain. It's not too bad. But yeah, it's coming down some. It's proper coming down. Camping in a rainstorm. What could be better than that? It's all right. We'll get through this. There it is, look. It's coming down. It is proper coming down, guys. Oh, it's bad. It's bad. Lucky I'm in this shelter though. It's keeping me dry, man. It's keeping me dry. But yeah. The night has ended on a proper bad. The rain is chucking it down. I've got the tent, obviously, so that's all right. So the rain's proper coming down, guys. As you can see, look. I'm just about to head to bed. The fire's burning down. There's the shelter. It's lasted its purpose for what I needed it for tonight. I'm going to sit down in there for a bit and then I'm just going to go to bed. So that concludes another evening. Ready for the morning. This will be the last entry for tonight's video. The Woodland Wanderer's gone to bed. I'm going to be going to bed in a second. But yeah, the rain's pouring down now, so that's it I think for tonight. It's been a good evening. We had a nice little chat, chilled around the fire, had some food, sat on the camp, and now it's time for bed. So I'll see you in the morning when we do breakfast. See you tomorrow, guys. Guys, I've cleaned up the fire. That's everything done fire wise. There you go, leave no trace. That's where the fire was. I've bagged everything up in there. All the ash and the big crumbles are in there, ready to take all my rubbish. So that's my fire cleaned up my shelter, obviously. That's all gone now. What I've done as well is, because next time I come here I might try doing something else with the wood that I used. So instead of like lobbing it everywhere and making it obvious, I've just covered it, put it all in the corner here, all the bits, you know, and the logs. Covered it with leaves and brambles and just left it there, because I could use it again next time. So at least I know when I come here next time I've got an abundance choice of wood that I could just get out, and it's also firewood. So yeah, I'm going to start getting a coffee done, get myself ready, and then we'll be leaving. Just before I start my breakfast and coffee, I just want to show you guys, I don't think I've showed you in this one, in this tent before properly, and what else it can have. So if it's raining, you can also pull the front out of the shelter, because it has two, like, you know, toggle kind of like holes on the end of it, elasticated, where you can attach a paracord to it, to a tree, and you can pull it out of the shelter. I always put like a little lean-to on the side, so it's leaning down a bit, so when it rains it runs down and runs off. But yeah, so when it's raining like it is now, you can actually just sit under there, make your brew, obviously make your breakfast, and you've got a little bit of shelter. So you don't have to pack your tent away, or you don't have to be in your tent as well if it's raining. So yeah, it's quite an easy thing to do, and it works well. So I'm just about to cook my breakfast and have my coffee in there now. So spot of breakfast, guys. I just made my brew. For breakfast we have one of those, it's only a tinned breakfast, you know, the tinned all day breakfasts. That's what I've got for today. So we're gonna have that tinned all day breakfast. I'm not saying it's gonna be great, I'm not saying I'm gonna love it, but it is breakfast and I'm gonna eat it. There is beans, sausage, a bit of burger and meatball-y type thing, and bacon, I think it is. Bit of breakfast. That'll be alright, look. So we're going to take you through the leave no trace before the end of the camp. Camp 1, gone and tidied up. Shelter, gone and tidied up. Fire area, tidied up and gone. My camp, tidied up and gone. And the area is all clean, not one bit of litter, not one bit of rubbish. And there's the dog ready to go.